We are here. We are here. See who come on up in here. It's the final countdown. Dun, dun, dun. Yo, what up, Daniel? Katie. Hi. You like flowers? How you doing? What's going on, y'all? Whew, I am tired. After I get over here, I'm finna take me a nap. I am tired. I had to be up early this morning. Cause the show was in London, so the pre-show started at 8 o'clock my time, and then the actual show itself started at 10 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. And then I'm only working on like a few hours of sleep on top of that. So, but I was on panel. You know, I don't know who showed up. I didn't know what else was going on. I know I posted the link, you know, but that's where I was going to be half of the day over there, you know, enjoying wrestling, enjoying a good time, no drama, no bullshit, just wrestling. Let's see, that's why I got the notification so early. I thought it was a mistake. Oh, yeah, nah, yeah, that, you know, it was a time difference, you know, because I was actually, see, I was going to kick it last night, right? I was going to come up here, do the whole panel thing, kick it, and but I knew I had to do the show, so I was like, that's not gonna work. And then on top of everything else that I had to do, you know, so yeah. But I enjoyed myself though. It was a very good show. Very good show. Point Fire, what's going on? Carlos. Caro? You trolls always come here. What the hell? Okay. What was that? Yo, I'm gonna split you. That's funny. Yeah, it was a very good show. Very good show. I give it an A minus. And the reason why I'm giving it A minus for a couple things. First, the Young Bucks retain. They don't even defend the title, so why are they keeping the titles on them? That's that was like had me kind of like, you know. And then the other thing too, I was having internet problems and shit and technical issues and all that. So that match, I didn't really get to see that match, but what I did get to see of the match, but good thing is, I can go back and watch that as many times as I want to. Damn. Excuse me, y'all. The other thing was that Darby Allin Jack Perry match went way too short. Way too short. Like it was a coffin match. And it only went 10 minutes. And I think it went 10 minutes. That's how long it seemed like because it was so short. You know, it probably went under that. That was the other thing that kind of had me like, Now, the main event, the finish to the main event, initially I did not like it. And I still have to let that sink in. I still have to let that marinate some more. Because I figured like if they would have just had Swerve pass out, then it'd been like, okay, well, I passed out, so you didn't technically beat me. So I didn't tap out or anything. But after listening to everybody else on the panel, and I got to thinking about it, like, well, he could actually use that. Like, well, Hangman came and interfered, or at least he tried to interfere, and I tapped out, and I don't tap out, and I can't let that sit. So he could use that, And then Jamie Hayter made her return on 0 hour before the show. Very Becky Lynch's. Very Becky Lynch's. But it was good to see her back, though. It was good to see her back. Sammy, I don't know if him and Brian Cage was trying to do a twin day or whatever, but that that wasn't. No, you wearing the same thing. It's like you guys went out and picked outfits together. But other than that, but I will say the Mercedes Britt Baker match, that was, but the only way I could really, the only reason why I can just accept the match though, even though I didn't really, wasn't what I thought it should have been, but I know it's going to continue on. So there's going to be something better. And the more that they work together, the better chemistry that they're going to have. Let me get to some of these comments real quick. For real. Oh, you know what, Point Five? I keep forgetting what this is called. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it's called. I forgot. But that's not fact. I ain't gonna do it because I have to go inside and do all that. I'll do it next time. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Been a while. I had to enjoy it. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was a good show. I definitely enjoyed it. See, man, the storms was making me miss some. Oh, it was. Damn. Yo, hey, Los, how do you be watching your pay-per-views? Do you stream it? Like, do you buy it and then stream it, or do you just stream? Or do you actually buy the actual pay-per-view? The finish took me by surprise. Yeah, because you know what? when when Danielson took his fingers and snapped him when he went Pete Dunne on him, I was like, oh, I did like that. I did like that. I can't overlook that. I did like that little wrinkle. So, executive, what's happening? Damn, got a lot of, you know it. You will have that time to time. 80. Lowe's. If you haven't already, download the Thriller app, right? Download that. You can get a bunch of old Ring of Honor episodes prior to Tony Khan buying them. You get that. It's the old fight. It's the old fight app, but they call it Thriller now. And you can buy the pay-per-view, but once you buy the pay-per-view, it's yours. It's yours, and you can watch it over and over as many times as you want to. And they even have package deals because they got an all-in, all-out package deal where you get today's pay-per-view and you get all out for $84. Peacock is where I watch. I'm a cheesecake. yeah, that's WWE, Katie. That's WWE. AEW still has the pay-per-views and you have to actually buy them. Why are you militant? Well, you want the answer to that? I got the live up there. I got a whole live. Why I call myself militant. No. Oh, I watched the last one, but it wasn't AEW. Okay. Yeah. But even WWE's only going to be on there for a short time because I'm hearing that they're supposed to be moving the network. I have downloaded a couple of apps that you can get for free, the AEW pay-per-views, but the quality is not good. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just another option because they have those package deals where you can you know what I'm saying? Instead of paying that $100, you actually saving $20, like $24. You know. Oh, you record? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just saying, because that way it even save you from recording. But it's just another option in case you if you decide. I love the instigators and the sellers in wrestling. Such a fine art. Oh, yeah. Oh, as a matter of fact, Point Five, you just made me think about something with that comment. What was with all the spitting on the show? What was all the spitting? It was just spitting. Everybody was just spitting on each other. Oh, man. So we releasing that cipher on Who Writes Channel. Oh, you is? Oh, okay. For sure. I'm definitely going to be looking at that. When WWE goes to Netflix, it's only $5 more bucks, so I'm okay with it. Yeah. I mean, I got Netflix already, so all they're just going to do is just increase it. Look, I already got the email that they're going to increase it. Peacock is going up, too. In fact, all the apps are going up. Because they're already paying $20 for the Netflix. So, Oh, okay. He's smoking meth. Your mama smoking meth, bitch. uh, whatchamacallit? What was it? Oh, Nigel McGuinness. Nigel McGuinness. I mean, that was not expected. Uh-oh. Who is this little lady? Who is this little lady? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, go up.
Their house looks beautiful. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
But
she was so cool.
Where's my little buddy at?
Your daddy?
Oh. Let's see. Oh, okay. Right, Katie? Lord Steven Regal has the art down packed, the facial expression. Oh, yeah. Oh, William. Oh, yeah. Steven Regal. Real good. But why continue with the, if they are not going to have it? Well, I like it because they actually got some movies on there I like. You know, I do watch Peacock, you know, other than just for WWE. So I'm going to keep it regardless. Oh, RV in the building. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I went ahead and dished out my 50. Oh, yeah, no, I know. And that's fine with me. Like I said, you know, I watch other stuff on there. Yeah. Yeah, matter of fact, what's that? Yeah, it's that one, and there's another one too. You could stream for free. Damn, is that a fly flying behind me? Yo, these motherfucking flies be a motherfucker. Oh, that's the one I have. Bigfoot, what's going on? I wasn't too happy with the. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, it's hard trying to find that, you know, that one that, you know, is going to save money in your pockets, you know, and still be able to get the same quality, you know. But Nigel McGuinness. For those that don't know who Nigel McGuinness is, he's another Englishman. Um, he's most known for his time in Ring of Honor Wrestling. multiple-time world champion, multiple-time championships overall. Um, and he had to basically stop due to what was it? What was it? A neck, a shoulder? It was something, but he had to hang up the boots. And then today, when that music hit, and I forgot, it's been 10 years. Well, actually, it's been over 10 years since Nigel McGuinness stopped wrestling. And so I totally forgot about his music and all that. And when that crowd popped, I was like, who is this? And when I see, I was like, yo. And I hated Nigel at first. And then, but then he ends up getting a job in WWE in NXT at first. Matter of fact, that's pretty much where they kept him. And he was great on the mic. He's a damn good talker. So him in commentary it was good to hear that. It was refreshing. And then just like with everybody else, WWE sent out the releases. We get rid of you. And then he ends up in AEW. AEW ROH. Commentary. Once again, still very good. But then when he came out, I was like, oh, he's back. He is back. Now my next question is, are we going to get the Daniel Bryan Nigel McGuinness match? We got to get that. But that was a massive pop. But then we got the debut of Ricochet at All In. I mean, they gave him the full-blown entrance, pyro, all of that shit. And that crowd lost their shits again. They did a lot of that during the show. It was a lot of marking out. And marking out in a good way. You know? It was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? It was just, and that gauntlet match, that casino gauntlet match was hella good. And it was won by Christian, which was crazy. That was a damn good match. Matter of fact, I'm going to go back and rewatch that match again. But we have to talk about it, though. We have to talk about it. MJF, Will Ospreay. Woo! That was a damn good match. That match was so good. That match was so good. That match really didn't need anything else. But considering that they went an hour, the first time, you had to add something in there. And then here comes this hooded figure. I'm like, yo, who is that? Takes the hood off, and it's Daniel Garcia. I said, holy shit, he's staying. Now, why is that important? Why is Daniel Garcia a big deal? Because Daniel Garcia, there was reports that Daniel Garcia might be going to WWE. And when Daniel and MJF wrestled, when Daniel and Will Ospreay had wrestled, after the match, MJF turned heel, kicked his ass, and then did a tombstone pile driver slam off the second rope. So that was kind of to write him off TV, and if he is leaving, then okay, he's done. But if he's coming back, you got a program already. Have you ever watched the Stallone movie, Paradise Alley? No, I haven't. Matter of fact, I don't think I've even heard of that. But I'm very selective on the Stallone movies. But yeah, that Daniel Garcia, yeah, they bumped him into the main event picture now. So now he's up there with the top names, which is good. He deserves it. He's the future. He's the future. He's young. He's athletic. Does need a little bit promo work, but that comes. He'll get there. Yep, so is your daddy. Funk took a professional boxer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that a look. Yeah, no, I wasn't. All the report. I mean, it was looking like, what I'm saying, especially with everything that's going on now with people leaving and going to WWE. So it was just like, okay, So it was a good surprise. I liked it. I mean, it was a lot of, look, one thing you're not going to get out of WWE pay-per-view, PLE, whatever you want to call it. Well, no, let me, before I even complete that statement. That crowd was hot the whole night. Even before, the rest of the fans came in, even during like the 0 hour, the crowd was hot. The crowd was up all night. And that's the thing about AEW. And I'm not going to talk about the Jericho hook match because, yeah, I mean, okay. Let me give it about 5 seconds. Taz put his finisher on one of the members of the Learning Tree. But that crowd, I mean, somebody loves AEW. It gives me hope. Because they have a set audience, right? outside of America, they have a set audience. And this is the thing. When WWE goes to England, they're going to automatically, you know what I'm saying? But when other companies, like when TNA used to go over there, that crowd stayed hot. Those European crowds are some of the best. But that crowd, it was only 50,000. It was only 50,000. They didn't do like the 80,000 like they did last year. But it was still 50. That's still a lot of motherfuckers. You couldn't even tell. And I'm pretty sure it was probably a little bit more than that. Because that stadium was filled up for the most part. You know. Yeah. We can't get a crowd to pop like that.
It's natural.
I know.
At all.
Okay, like I like to do this and walk straight. You see.
Yeah.
Now I worry sometimes if I'm gonna knock somebody else down.
Yeah. Because I'm real unstable lately.
And my, on that, I have a pedometer built in.
Okay. Oh yeah, the crowd. And I'm trying to figure out. I don't know what it is about the United States crowd. We have like weird fans over here, and I just think it's because we've gotten lazy, we've gotten spoiled. You know, there's not that same enthusiasm. You know, but that's the difference between the AEW crowd and the WWE crowd. So like the European crowd, that's set. Now when you look at the pay-per-views, PLEs that they have here, look at a WWE PLE. That crowd is like this. Until like some of the big names or a big spot happens, right? You look at an AEW pay-per-view, the crowd is lit. The crowd is lit. So I don't know what they can do. As a matter of fact, even like before Mania, WWE was doing a good job with the home crowd. They was, you know, and then it's like they just took their foot off the pedal. Let's wait for things to calm down. And then we'll pick it back up during the summer. Nah, man, stay hot all the way through. You know, I mean, it's going to be down periods like when the NBA Finals is on or the World Series is on. You know, Monday Night Football. You know, shit, I feel bad for Collision. You know, because Collision going to take a major hit because of college football. Them prime time games falls right in when Collision comes on. You know? That's why they need to move the time slot. And you can't... If I was Tony Khan, I would... Because I don't even know how... See, and that's the thing. I don't know how WWE and WCW did it. Even though football wasn't as popular as it is today, but you still have baseball, and you know that was very popular back then. I don't know, baby, because I'm like, well, move it to Sundays, you know. But then I'm like, no, because you got the games on. Nobody's not gonna watch wrestling when the games are on. But then again, what if you look at it from the perspective of if you just target just wrestling fans, because let's keep in mind, as popular as football is, everybody don't like football. Everybody don't watch football. Okay. Oh, matter of fact, you'll probably get more females. You know what I'm saying? Probably like, oh, it's wrestling on. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Maybe either move the time slot, like maybe make Collision instead of having a live show. Maybe make Collision like a Saturday night's main event or something. You know, have it come on at night. I know the people on the East Coast wouldn't like that too much, but you know, or move it to Sundays. Well, you know, because damn, yeah, you just kind of gotta run with it at that point. Because WCW a Saturday night still did good with college football on, so. But it was a different time too, so I don't know. Yeah, I can't put my finger on it. You know, I can't put my finger on it because it's a good look. And this is not to say that Collision is not a good show. It's a good show. The wrestling is good on there. You know, 2 weeks ago though it was kind of, you know, but it's I don't know, cause and this is the problem with Collision. Collision was CM Punk's show, and now that CM Punk ain't there, it's like, who's the guy? Kenny, your resume. I don't know, because sometimes it's loaded. Right. That's why I don't get it. Let's see. I will sell for how much you've paid. Whoa. Yeah. Right. You know. So I don't know. I don't know, because it's not like they don't have big stars on the show. You know what I'm saying? They have stars on the show. You know. But then again, they don't have the stars that they have on Dynamite. They might come in every once in a while, but they don't. It's not a frequent thing. Just a little bit. Maybe with Punk on, they don't put as much effort into it, and and maybe that's it. Maybe it's just the effort, the the lack of passion for the show. I don't know. Maybe, here's an idea. How about take Rampage and put Rampage on the weekend, and then take Collision and make Collision the Friday show? Now, I know that's only like a day separate between Dynamite, but, you know, Because Wednesday's a good, not unless you move Dynamite to Tuesday. Because you're not going to move it to Monday. Well. You know what? Hold on. Just dip my toe in. Oh. Let's see. Also, I think they are using it more for exposure for those that need more time. Yeah. I definitely see. I see that. Sorry, I'm coloring right now. Oh no, you good, Katie? I'll stick your whole foot. Oh. Yeah, but you know, isn't that what Rampage is for? They can use Rampage for that. Because Collision, to be honest with you, has turned into a glorified Ring of Honor show. They literally be having like damn near half the Ring of Honor roster on Collision now. But still no Athena. Athena is trapped into the Ring of Honor vortex. Yeah. You know? Well, hopefully with this streaming deal, because it sounds like there's a streaming deal coming down. Because what I hear too is because I know it's been a big old deal about the TV deal that AEW has been working on with Time Warner Discovery. How many goddamn names is they gonna have? I mean, shit, they went from TBS. No, they went from Turner to Time Warner to Time Warner AOL. now it's Time Warner Discovery. I'm like, yo, pick a name and stick with it. Sheesh. But what I'm hearing is they're getting more in this go around than they did the first go around. So they're getting more money and stuff like that. So right in there should be a streaming deal. Yeah, yo, I'm all for Saturday wrestling because, you know, a lot of us grew up on Saturday wrestling because that's what it was before we had, you know, the Monday Night Raws and Nitros and primetime wrestlings and shit. Well, for a lot of us, when we started watching wrestling, primetime wrestling was already on. But, you know, for the most part, it was Saturdays. You know, you watch your superstars of wrestling. You watch your World Championship Wrestling in the afternoon or at night, depending on where you're at. Channel 17 at 6:05. You had your wrestling challenges. You know, you had your main event, your WCW main event. You had your power hours. All that shit. All on the weekend. You know, and then when WCW went away, I remember Ring of Honor used to come on Saturdays. Ring of Honor used to come on Saturdays when they was on HD Net. When they was on HD Net, they used to come on Saturdays. And so that was cool, but it wasn't the same because at the time when it came on, it was like, you know, a little bit later. But But yeah, really, when it comes to Saturday wrestling, shoot, it's been kind of a day. I mean, they doing pay-per-views and stuff now on there on Saturdays, but yeah, it's not like back in the day. You are absolutely correct. You heard right. No. He's actually getting an increase. I didn't think Swerve would lose the belt. Yeah. Yo, hey, what's going on, Josh? Just realized who you. My bad. Welcome back. He should have put ROH in that Rampage show. You know how many people have been saying that? Man, exactly. But yeah, he beat him. He beat him. But whatchamacallit? Yeah, no, I'm hearing they're getting the increase. Because Tony still has an announcement to make. And I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be on Wednesday. In between the pay-per-views. Between All Out and All In. If not then it might come after All Out. Just don't tweet about it. Shit. So the announcement is coming. In case anybody's want, an announcement is coming. So. Oh yeah, we be talking about wrestling over here all the time. Oh, appreciate that. Yeah, we be talking about wrestling over here a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to matter of fact, I will be doing Bash in Berlin. I will be covering that myself. So oh, Bash at Berlin? Yeah. Yeah, Randy Orton versus Gunther for the world title. Yeah, I'm 45. Yep. So you grew up around that time too, yep. But sometimes it gets out of hand. Nah, it does. But I was trying to figure out what was with all the spitting. Why was everybody spitting on each other? I'm still like, why was everybody spitting? Oh, okay, I'll check in on you. Going live for that. Oh yeah, I'll be going live. Sure, I need to see what time that show starts. So, but yeah, I will be doing that. I'm gonna start doing. So I'm gonna be splitting time between here and over there at Wrestle Tatis. Yo, sub up to Wrestle Tatis. Sub up to not Tatis, but Wrestle Tati. Sub up to No Dirt Sheets. Great wrestling channels. I will be splitting time over there and over here. So sometimes I might be on the panel over there for AEW pay-per-view, and then other times I'll be doing my own stream. We started watching wrestling. Oh, we started wrestling. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Lowe's, do they ever really retire? Do they ever retire? Look at how many retirement matches Ric Flair has had. That man had a retirement match in '94, in '08. Oh man. Hey Vanessa, how you doing? It's always good to see you. Am I the only one who liked WrestleMania? But it used to seem that back in the day, and this new generation about lost their minds for us. WrestleMania. I don't know if it's just because I've watched so many of them, literally every single one. I don't know if it's because I'm older. But that shouldn't matter. It just doesn't. Cause like you remember when you was a kid and WrestleMania, you knew WrestleMania was coming around, and you just felt it. You just had that excitement, like I can't wait for WrestleMania. And then when you watched it, like you was just excited through the whole show. Nowadays, although WrestleMania still be great, it's still lacking something. It's still lacking that feel, to me at least. But I also hear other people mentioning, I mean, WrestleMania 40, they call it the greatest WrestleMania of all time. You know how many fans is like, it wasn't that good? I mean, they're saying Revolution, AEW's Revolution is better than both nights of WrestleMania. And I can't quite disagree. Oh, I'm doing good, you know. Enjoying this beautiful day, this bipolar weather. It definitely hits different as an adult. It does. You know, only certain matches I really get like okay, yeah, I can't wait to see it. But it's just, but I also think that the way WWE does things is so cookie cutter that you have to do something during that match to grab that moment, that feel, you know. And it's hard to take WWE that way because they're so cookie cutter. It's like, okay, I've seen this already. I've seen this before. Yeah, I'm happy Cody finished his story, but how many goddamn times is he going to finish his fucking story? Ring of Honor World Champion. NWA World Champion. And you mad because you haven't been WWE World Champion? Because your family hasn't been WWE World Champion? And you're mad about that? So you have to be it? Cody, cut the bullshit, okay? I was invested in the story. I liked the story. But I was also kind of held back a little bit. Because like I said, how many times you going to finish your story? Yeah, okay, that's a belt that, you know, your dad and your brother didn't hold. I mean, shit, Dustin don't get no love in WWE. They just bypassed him the whole story. It's all about the dad. It's all about the dad. Well, damn, you had an older brother that was there and didn't hold the belt either. But it was a nice story nonetheless, right? But it's, you know, it's like, okay, you have the moment, now what? And we're still saying, now what? He's just... Cody, to me, just seems manufactured at this point. This doesn't seem like the same Cody that was in the Indies and helped start up a wrestling company. A big wrestling company. And it was cool to see him back in WWE. I was like, yeah. I mean, I still have my reservation because I'm still like, man, I'd rather have you in AEW. But, you know, I'll take the moment. It was cool. You know, the whole getting hurt and shortly after that and all that, you know what I'm saying? And then with the story and all that. Cool. You know, your matches with Brock Lesnar, I enjoyed them. But USW now, this is gonna seem like an unpopular opinion to some people. And it's gonna seem like a very popular opinion to some people. Cody Rhodes was more important as NWA champion than he is as WWE champion. Cody Rhodes was more important as Ring of Honor world champion as he is as WWE champion. Your matches are cookie cutters now. You're manufactured. You're the See, I don't like when guys talk about the system and how things are run, and now it's like, oh, they're finally going to get behind me. Now you are a part of the system. You're a cookie cutter. Tell me one Cody match is different from the other. Okay, let's see. I can't wait till Randy loses to Gunther and Randy goes for Cody. Randy. Oh yeah, that's going to happen. They did him dirty in AEW. Cody's booking as very poor there. Well, it was well, you know what? Cody's booking was one of the reasons why they were so hot at the time. Because everybody had their positions. And then Tony Khan just came and just took that shit away, took all the power away. Like, no, this is my company. He do. And you know, Lee, that's what a lot of people say too. It's like but this is what I'm talking about. You know, only us hardcore fans is really like still going to watch. But there's a lot of other people that are just, you know, it's cookie cutter. But that's the beauty about AEW. Now, people will say, well, AEW, we don't get... Look, AEW has storylines. You might not like them, but they have storylines, and they're compelling storylines. They're a wrestling company. But they also have to understand they're also a TV show. That's where I agree with Eric Bischoff at. So you don't necessarily have to blur the lines between sports entertainment and professional wrestling. You did say you was going to present more of a sports-centric type program. You kind of went away from that. You know, you brought the ranking system back, but does anybody really pay attention to that shit? You know? They kind of went away from that again too, just that fast. But that's the difference. WWE are trying to get back to that professional wrestling type format where they're allowed to say words that they weren't allowed to say under Vince's regime and all that. So as you hear, they use the term professional wrestling a lot more now, you know, but they also still say a lot of instead of saying belt, they say title, which I think is fucking ridiculous. It's a fucking belt. And they're still more about the entertainment than the actual wrestling, you know, but they're trying to get back to the actual wrestling, you know, but they also were the ones that also said they were going to do more of a sports-centric type type show. Yeah, that hasn't really happened for them either. Oh yeah, I watched Jim Cornette with his crazy ass. That man do not like AEW at all. That man do not like AEW at all. That man runs down AEW every chance he get. You know, we all know he don't like the Buckaroos, as he calls them. The Buckaroos. You know. He don't like the Buckaroos. He doesn't like Orange Cassidy, a.k.a. Pockets. You know. But that's just because Jim Cornette's he's still old-fashioned. He like that traditional. You know, he didn't get into some of the new stuff, but I understand where he's coming from. You know, some of the stuff don't make no sense. Like, why are we doing this? You know. He's critical about WWE. Shit, to be honest with you, Jim Cornette is very critical about WWE. Because he worked there. He worked there for a long time. You know, he did business with them, all that. I just wish we could have got the Midnight Express, the real Midnight Express, Bobby Eaton and Stan Lane in WWE. And I did hear that they was actually supposed to go because WWE was trying to get them. But you know WWE, they be on some weird shit. See. Yeah, I've seen the Hawk before. Yeah, that is true. Man, he be talking shit about AEW. That should be hilarious. I'll be like, damn, Cornette, is there anything you do like about the show? Yeah, oh, man. Jim Cornette cannot stand WWE. You know, that shit. But he had his issues with WCW too. You know. So it was crazy when I'm sitting there, I'm watching Monday Night Raw, Plumber Moxie, and I'm watching Monday Night Raw, and Bobby Heenan, rest in peace, he was standing in the ring, and he introduces him, and I'm like, Jim Cornette in the, wait, hold on. You know, I knew he had the Smoky Mountain thing going on because he even did business with WCW for a short time. But I hadn't seen him since then. So that was like around 92. This was like around 94-ish. So I'm like, oh, shit. Jim Cornette? Oh, hell yeah. You know? And then, you know. Hey, question. Why ain't Jim Cornette ever considered part of the bloodline? I mean, after all, he did manage Yokozuna. You ever been to a live show? I just, man, when they came to my town. Not live. Oh, yeah, I've been to a live show. My dad used to take me to live shows all the time when I was a kid. As a matter of fact, I didn't. One of the shows, I didn't know when we went, but because it was 2 shows. They had did 2 shows that night. Because the other times they had just did that show and then everybody left. But this time they did 2 shows. They did the live show. Well, actually, it was a live show, but they were also taping for it was either Superstars or it was Primetime Wrestling. It was one. As a matter of fact, I want to say it was Primetime Wrestling because I actually remember about a couple weeks later, I was watching Primetime, and one of the matches that I seen, that was the match that they showed. I was like, oh shit. I was trying to look for myself on TV and shit. But I was up, we were, up there in the upper decks. But it was a cool experience. As a matter of fact, before we, when we got there, we actually got there when the wrestlers were just coming in. So all the fans would line up. So this was at the Oakland Coliseum, and there's an area where all the fans could line up and see all the athletes come in at. And so me and my dad I went there. I seen Andre, I seen Hogan, I seen Rick Rude, I seen Savage. Who else would I see? What was our tag team? I want to say it was the Rougeau brothers. Sensational Sherry. Who else? Let me see. There was a few others, but it was a trip because I know I was a kid and everything, but to see them guys up close like Hulk Hogan and Andre, I'm like, yo, these dudes is big, like big, like don't piss them off big. Do you have a favorite belt? I would have to go with the Big Gold Belt. Woo! I like the Big Gold Belt. The Big Gold Belt is dope. For me, it would be the Winged Eagle belt. That would be my favorite. And for the life of me, can WWE do something about that world title belt? I mean, it's a big ass W in the middle of the belt. And right there at the bottom, you could barely see the shit. It says World Champion. Or Heavyweight Champion. Yeah, WWE Heavyweight Champion. I'm like, thank you for sharing that memory from your childhood. Sounded awesome. Oh yeah, it was cool. We man, them ice cream bars. Oh my God. Them ice cream bars are so fucking good. I made sure I got one every time I went. I got that it's a purple Macho Man shirt. I wore that shit all the time. Oh yeah. I was wearing the Macho Man shirt. It was dope. I wish I could have got his autograph, but man be kind of busy, so I had to go and yeah. That belt is ferocious. Like when I see them walking around with that belt, I just be like, I mean, at least they did something with the World Heavyweight title. I was hoping they would have brought back the Big Gold Belt altogether. But At least that belt has something to it. It's just not a big ass W in the middle of the belt. It's a small W in the middle, and it says World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. You know. I was thinking about getting me a belt, getting me one of them replicas. Cause I had a belt when I was a kid. I had a that was the other thing that we had got. I had got was those it was those foam championship belts with the Velcro on the back. I had one of those. Oh shit, they came a long way. Okay, Jay, I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah. Oh, okay, Carlos. You have a good night. Catch you next time. Said that Cody finished the story winning the company's logo. Yeah, man. Oh my God. That shit right there. But I keep, see, so I kept hearing it. At first when I heard it, I just kind of passed it off like whatever. And then I didn't hear anything for a while. And then as we got closer, I kept hearing, oh, well, Cody has plans to change the belt and all that. So I'm like, okay. Kept hearing it. I'm like, well, all right. He wins the belt, and then he comes out on Friday Night SmackDown with a whole new championship belt. No, this fool's still walking around with a big-ass W. Oh, man. And you have a good belt. I mean, a good belt. You have a good night. So I'm over here thinking about belts. I'm thinking about championship wrestling belts. Yeah, that Wing Eagle belt, that belt was special. That belt was special. That belt had history. See, I'm gonna bring some history. I'm gonna bring some history, right? Some people believe that the Macho Man was the first person to hold that belt. No, he was not. And in fact, February 6th, 1988, on a Friday night on NBC, it was the rematch. Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan. Oh, hold on, y'all.
So, this is my mind.
Bye.
Bye.
I get my tattoo.
Oh, you lost your teeth. You get some money?
No, it's coming in.
Oh, it's coming in. Oh. Uh-oh. Got that fresh new set.
Fresh new set. And pearly white. I'm doing it.
Okay. What was it? Oh, okay. Yeah, the Friday night NBC, Andre versus Hogan. The first match of the card was also a rematch, Macho Man versus Honky Tonk Man. And when Hogan came out, that's what he had on. A fresh new belt. Oh, bye. He had a fresh new belt. And it was the Winged Eagle belt. Like, that belt looked, whoa, look at that belt right there. I was like, oh, that belt looked good. Oh, shit. So, it was not the Macho Man. Wasn't it Hogan who won it first? And Macho Man beat him for it? Nah, because Hogan had the older version, and then when he came out that night, that's when he had that belt, and then when he lost it, that's when it went from Andre, and then Andre was like, I surrendered this belt to Ted DiBiase. You are now world champion. Rest in peace, Andre. And then that's when Jack Tunney, who was the president at the time, vacated the belt, and then that's when they had the tournament at WrestleMania 4, where that match right there, if y'all haven't watched it, make sure y'all go watch that Macho Man and Ted DiBiase match from WrestleMania 4. That match was awesome. That match was sick. That match was, they had good chemistry. Well, I done put my hour in. I'm about to get off of here. Thank y'all for coming through. I'll see y'all again real soon. And we're going to have some more of this wrestling conversations. So with that said, like always, we're going to keep it cracking. We're going to stay militant. And we up out this bitch. Did you watch AEW papers? Oh, yeah. I was on the panel. I was on the panel and we was all watching it. Matter of fact, I'm going to go rewatch some of the matches right now. All right. Y'all have a good night. Catch y'all next time. Peace.